a prime minister at the time, and that money then channeled elsewhere. So the question I guess we need to know is, one, whether we can recover it. If not, then we need to focus on who we can hold accountable. That's in the UBS, that's the former prime minister and all those people that were architects of this scheme that resulted in 1 billion kina being lost by our people. Mr. Speaker, lastly, when an ordinary Papua New Guinean on the street goes into a Chinese store and tries to steal an oxen palm because he's hungry, he is completely assaulted and belted when that Chinese man calls some police to come and arrest him for stealing an oxen palm. And yet, at the highest levels, people can steal 900 million or billions and not a single thing happens to them. When the effect of that theft results in our mothers, our kids dying for lack of medicine, for lack of medical equipment, and yet we continue to sit here like hypocrites and talk about issues about our country and making it better. Mr. Speaker, someone needs to go to jail. And that's all. Thank you.
The reinstated Madang MP, Bryan Kramer, faces court battle once again. September 9th, 2024. In a surprising twist of events, just over a month after resuming office as the member for Madang Open, Bryan Kramer is once again embroiled in a legal battle. Kramer, whose return to Parliament followed a successful application to stay his dismissal from office, now finds himself facing fresh legal action, this time brought against him by Town Mayor Peter Yalsy. Kramer's political career has been one marked by controversy and resilience. Dismissed from office by a leadership tribunal in May 2023 over allegations of misconduct, Kramer's political future was uncertain for over a year. These allegations pertain to claims of improper conduct while in office, which were serious enough to warrant his dismissal from his parliamentary position. However, his determined legal team managed to file an application to the National Court to stay the tribunal's decision. On August 22, 2024, Kramer was reinstated as the MP for Madang Open. The reinstatement, however, has not meant a smooth return to office for Kramer. His return has brought with it new challenges, the most prominent being a legal case spearheaded by Mayor Peter Yalsy. During Kramer's absence, Yalsy stepped in as the acting chairman of the District Development Authority, DDA, a position that typically belongs to the local MP. While the law allowed Yalsy to assume this role on an interim basis, his powers were limited to overseeing and implementing already approved DDA resolutions. He was not allowed to introduce new projects or developments. Nevertheless, Yalsy took on the responsibilities left in the wake of Kramer's dismissal, ensuring that key projects continued in the district and securing funding to keep the wheels of development moving. The current legal confrontation between Kramer and Yalsy stems from these very actions. Yalsy has now summoned Kramer to the National Court, challenging his authority on two key issues. Firstly, Yalsy seeks to prevent Kramer from convening or conducting any DDA meetings in the immediate future. Secondly, he wants to stop Kramer from interfering with the DDA resolutions that were passed while Kramer was out of office. The tension between the two leaders reflects a deeper struggle over control of district affairs and the ability to manage critical development projects that are vital to the people of Madang. During Kramer's absence, Madang faced a leadership void. As both the MP and the chairman of the DDA, Kramer's role is pivotal in overseeing key projects, managing government funding, and ensuring that the development priorities of the district are met. Without Kramer, it was up to Yalsy to assume a temporary leadership role and continue the work that was already in motion. Yalsy, however, did more than just maintain the status quo. Recognizing the pressing needs of the district, particularly in areas such as education, infrastructure, health, and law and order, he took decisive steps to secure additional funding to roll out critical development initiatives. This effort required navigating through bureaucratic processes to obtain approval from higher government offices, including the Office of the Minister for Provincial and Local Level Governor Affairs, which eventually granted the Madang DDA the necessary funding. Despite these efforts, the legality of Yalsy's actions has now become a point of contention. While Yalsy argues that the projects he initiated during his tenure as acting chairman were necessary for the district's well-being, Kramer's return to office has sparked concerns over who holds ultimate authority over the DDA and its funds. This is where the current legal battle comes into play. According to Yalsy, the court order that he obtained affirms that the resolutions passed during his time as acting chairman are legitimate, and therefore, the government funding that has been allocated to these projects must be spent as intended. The court order further restricts Kramer from interfering with these developments. On the other hand, Kramer's legal team, led by his lawyer Thomas Elisa, submitted a defense case to the court in response to Yalsy's summons. However, during the initial court hearing yesterday, the defense team was not adequately prepared, which led to an adjournment of the case until next Wednesday, August 16th. The adjournment has given both sides additional time to prepare their arguments, but the delay only adds to the uncertainty surrounding the future of Madang's development projects and political landscape. The importance of these development projects cannot be understated. The Madang DDA has committed significant resources to a number of key initiatives that are crucial to improving the living conditions and economic prospects of the district's residents. Some of the projects that have received funding through formal DDA resolutions include the construction of 4 major classrooms, known as 4-in-1 classrooms, at key schools in the region, including Holy Spirit, Tusbab, Transgogol, and Good Shepherd. These classrooms are designed to improve educational infrastructure and provide a better learning environment for students. Additionally, funds have been allocated to purchase police vehicles to support local law enforcement, and a sum of 3 million kina has been earmarked for the improvement of town roads. Health services have also been a priority, with projects such as the construction of a new clinic in Ward 8 and the upgrade of the existing clinic in Ward 7 receiving funding. In total, the district is set to benefit from over 17 million kina in development funding, all of which has been tied to DDA resolutions that were passed while Yalsy was serving as acting chairman. Yalsy has made it clear that the continuation of these projects is critical to the future of the district. He argues that any interference from Kramer could jeopardize the timely completion of these initiatives, which are already underway. In response, Yalsy has sought to protect these projects through legal means, emphasizing the court order that was issued in his favor. This court order, he claims, not only upholds the legality of the DDA resolutions, but also mandates that government departments, including the Department of Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs and the Department of Finance, release the necessary funds to ensure that the projects move forward. As the court case between Kramer and Yalsy moves forward, the people of Madang are left in a state of uncertainty. With vital development projects hanging in the balance, the outcome of the legal proceedings will have far-reaching implications for the district's future. The adjournment of the hearing until next Wednesday only prolongs the wait for a resolution, as both sides prepare to make their case in court. Ultimately, this legal battle is not just about 2 political leaders, but about the direction of development for one of Papua New Guinea's most significant districts. Whether Kramer can reclaim full control of the DDA and its development projects, or whether Yalsy's actions during Kramer's absence will be upheld, remains to be seen. For now, the people of Madang can only hope that whatever the outcome, their district's development continues to move forward without further disruption.